Hey Roswell, today my money makes me money. We're going to be talking about checking accounts and we're going to dwindle a little bit into savings accounts. So without hesitation, let's get right into it. So what is a checking account? I wrote some notes here. A checking account is a type of bank deposit account that is designed for everyday money transactions. The money in a savings account, however, is not intended for daily use, but it is meant to stay in the account to be saved so that it may earn interest over time. So a checking account. A checking account usually carries fees for a long list of services or account holding missteps, such as not carrying a high enough balance, because usually a lot of banks require you to open a checking account with a certain amount of money. Like Bank of America, $25, and then you can't, once you open that account over a period of time, you might have to have a certain amount that stays in the account, maybe $100. Each bank is different, so you have to do your research on that bank. Not a high enough balance, use another bank ATMs, or overdraft fees. Now, in my savings one, you have to really do your research on banks to see those banks that actually reimburse you for using other banks' ATMs. With mine, they give me up to 10 to around $3, I believe. Banks can't count on your money staying in your checking account because that's where you do most of your business and transaction and paying your bills. So they can't depend on your money being in your checking account very long. So they have to have a greater amount of your money in reserve than they would for a savings account. And they can't lend out your money in your checking account. Instead, they make money, they make money on checking account through fees like ATMs, low balance, overdraft. Most traditional checking accounts don't pay any interest to account holders, no matter how much is in the account. So in doing your budget, you might want to put cash that you want to save in your savings and then money you're going to do transactions, paying your bills into your checkings. Now, banks are required by Federal Reserve to limit the number of transactions that savings account holders are allowed to make to no more than 6. That's why sometimes when you're trying to transfer money from your savings to your checking, your savings to your checking, you only have 6 times per month by federal regulations. So you have to be very cognizant of your budget, your bills, and your transactions within that month. Just 3 of which can be payments to people outside of the bank. So you can do 3 with internally, but you only have a limit of 3 outside the bank. Any more than that, and banks are required to impose some kind of penalty. Now, savings accounts are closer to a form of investment than a transactional account. Giving a bank access to your cash typically for long periods than with checking, so what? So they can loan out almost all of your money so they can earn profit. That way, when you have a large amount of money, $5, $10, $15,000 each month or each quarter, you may see interest that has been added into your account, being deposited into your account from the bank. That's because they took your money and they invested it into the stock market. Now, be very careful. Some banks that take that money with your interest and deposit into your checking account. No, you want to take that interest and put it right back in your savings so it's still making you money. And you always want to go with a bank that has very low fees on everything or no fees, and that gives you very, very high interest on your money in your savings account. Look out for a high yield or high earning savings account. By design, money contained in savings accounts is hard to spend directly. Savings accounts typically don't have check writing privileges or debit cards attached to them because your debit card is usually what? Your checking account. Anytime you need more money, you go to your app on your phone, you go to the ATM, and you transfer the money from your savings to your checking. So in many cases, you need to withdraw or transfer your money before you spend it. So understand the difference between a checking and a savings account. Checking is basically you put money in there to do unlimited transactions so you can pay your bills, purchase items, go shopping, so on and so forth. But be very aware of the fees of overdraft, going to foreign ATMs, another bank, things of that nature. So understand the difference between checkings and savings. Checking is the account that you want to do all your transactions, whether it be paying bills, shopping, withdrawing unlimited amounts of money to go out. Saving account is exactly what it says, savings. So budget your money early on in the month to keep money in savings and to keep money in checkings for those bills and those earnings and those outings that you want to do. Hopefully this video was helpful for someone. This is Ross World. I'm out.